All right, guys, it's 12 o'clock on Wednesday in New York City. Where is everybody?
Did you catch that? My price still going up like NASDAQ. We send shots, make them duck like Affleck. All this fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up. So if we keep winning, can you really call it luck?
All right, so today I'm doing an Instagram takeover for the CRE Digital Army account, which is amazing. It's kind of a monumental moment for me because since I've been creating content and hosting this weekly vlog thing that you're watching right now for almost 4 years, this is episode 192 and we have not missed 1 week to date, and we will never miss a week because of how we calendar out things. And the only way that creating content works is if you're consistent. You have to be constant and relentless in your content creation, so people know that it's going to be there for them to watch. So the Digital Army's been kind of coming together organically over the last 4 years, and it's basically like-minded people that have been coming together and sharing tips, secrets, things of that nature. And we kind of made it more official at the beginning of COVID, and it's been coming together really nicely and taking off. And I've been getting a lot of value out of it, and I know that the other folks, I think there's about 25 of us to date, and all you have to do is be in commercial real estate and actively creating content and wanting to participate in the group and add value to the others. So hope you guys will check out Digital Army, CRE_digital_army on Instagram. Check it out. All right, guys, so as you know, the city has been tremendously impacted by COVID. I have an office in Nomad, I have an office in Garden City, Long Island, I have an office in Northern Jersey, and the majority of my team has not been in the city office since COVID started back in March, including myself. So, you know, when I come into the city now for meetings and whatnot, it's in and out for the day, and that is why the daytime population of New York City is not what it used to be. And restaurants like the Smith right here, where I have a lunch meeting that I'm about to jump into, is off tremendously. And you know, as you look around, I mean, everywhere you turn, it doesn't matter where I am, there's vacancy. And what's this place gonna look like in 6 months? You know, people are talking about things are coming back. It's gonna be a really rough winter, people. And I gotta tell you, as far as I'm concerned, the tenants that have been hanging on as a result of PPP money and everything else, just trying to really grasp at straws, unfortunately, I don't think they're gonna be around in 6 months.
How's it going? Everything good?
Good, you?
Dealing with charge now.
On what?
On 249.
Oh, okay.
What else is going on? Who's busy in your office now?
I mean, you know, fortunately, we're doing business across the whole country, so it's while New York was in the absolute, you know, depths of COVID,
right,
we were banging out deals across the, you know, in parts of the country that were like barely impacted.
Right.
And then those areas, you know, like Florida, you know, started to tick up, and then New York started to come back. So fortunately, we're diversified. So for that reason, we've been busy all the way through.
Outside New York is busy. I'm seeing a lot of action.
Yeah, it's you know, I mean, the city's a different animal, right?
Yeah,
it's definitely more impacted than most places.
But it's picking up.
It's definitely picking up. Yeah, but dude, I mean, look around. This is not.
Yeah.
It's a fraction of what, you know, it would look like in February, right? But it's good. I mean, everything's going to start to pick up from here. I think 21 will be interesting, but. Again, in the city, I think 21 will be interesting, but
absolutely,
a lot of opportunity. All right, guys, so another interesting thing that happens when you have a video camera running constantly is you bump into people that you know. And by the way, I wouldn't have necessarily realized that it was David, but he saw me and he saw us shooting in the street, reached out, and we just caught up about a couple of deals we're working on together. He gave me some really cool context as to what's going on in Nomad. He told us that he's getting this space back here, the Dr. Smooth space, 2,800 square feet, and Forward, which is a definitely an interesting, more medical concept is thriving. They're crushing it. So really interesting. I love that about the city, and again, using social media and video, people are constantly seeing you, and it ends up becoming business. So I'm actually at 27th and Broadway here, right in front of the Smith, where I have a lunch meeting, and you can see that there's a lot less activity than there would be at this time on a Wednesday in New York City, but there's a lot less traffic that they're allowing through the city as well, as a result of the outdoor seating and whatnot. You are able to eat inside. Obviously, most people's preference is still to eat outside. So we have a table outside here for a lunch meeting, and after the lunch meeting, we're gonna tour a couple of sites, and you'll follow along. Hey, what's up, guys? Look who I'm with.
Thank God there's only one.
The one and only. That's true. That's true. I
didn't realize you were white running.
Convenient, right?
Yes. Nice to see you.
I wanted James to see this. Like, we just walked through. Look at this, dude. This is just pure. This is it.
I love
it does nothing but.
That really just
dude, this is like. But the workout is like so. It works. I mean, that's the ultimate thing.
Right.
This workout changed my life, like routine-wise and fitness-wise. Took my entire body and mind to a completely different place.
Right.
And might have had something to do with it too.
Yeah. But anyway, it's like even like the palette wood. Right? We do the same thing when you talked about your brand of like feminine versus masculine. That's why I was asking your client base. Like boutique fitness was already known as like kind of like that's where girls go.
Right.
And I was like, I don't want people to think like it's some dainty workout because it's not. It's really hard. So the aesthetics in here need to represent that. That's why there's concrete floor, the palette wood. Like it's got these masculine sort of elements, but it's also sleek. So it feels like you want to be in it as in a space without it being so feminine.
Hey guys, so all of our schedules, our calendars, the habits that we have, our routines have changed drastically since COVID, right? So typically I would be in the city in our Nomad office anywhere from at least I'd say 3-4 days a week, work out of our Garden City office here behind me once, twice a week, or half day in the city, half day in Garden City since it's closer to my house. And all of that has changed. I haven't used our New York City office since COVID started in March, basically. So now on a day like today, if I have meetings in the city, I stack them back to back and I go in, as you saw today, with a driver typically. So I'm able to work in the car. I'm as efficient as possible, and I have as little downtime as possible, because when you're creating content, running businesses, and overall juggling, you really need to fit in as much as possible in any given hour, right? So it allows me to accomplish what I need to accomplish in a day. So I'm not literally working until midnight every day. So again, today we spent the day in the city, great meetings with clients, and saw how the city's, again, different. It's definitely coming back, and it's exciting to see. Things are looking up, and we're excited about the future. So I hope you enjoyed today's episode.
It's fake news, can we bring the facts back? Never backtrack, still on the up and up. And nobody catching up to us. Every time we double down, then we double up.